Monopods are one of my favorite tools for being able to get quick, steady shots on the fly. Yet the difference between getting a good or bad shot with the monopod can really be night and day. Because a great shot with the monopod can end up looking just as solid or stable as something shot with a tripod or a very kind of smooth handheld sort of look, versus something that could be a shaky, unstable mess. So in this video, we're going to talk about specifically how to shoot with a monopod, specifically for video shooters, and how to do this, well, the right way. Now to demonstrate this, I'm going to be using my Sony a7 III, which doesn't have much in the way of stabilization, though it does have steady shot standard, and just to put things on an even playing field, for those with cameras that do not have any sort of stabilization built in, we're going to turn the stabilization completely off in camera. Secondly, we're going to use the iFootage Cobra C180-II monopod as the demo monopod to show with how to get a steady shot here. I've already done a review on this monopod, comparing it to a popular Manfrotto option, which you can check out on this channel. And for those of you that have already seen this review, you know that this monopod can shoot tripod-like stable footage. And so to put things on an even playing field there, we're going to loosen the monopod so that it is free to move about from its feet and its base, and also loosen the pan and tilt knobs on the head itself, just so we have a truly free range of motion that is not locked in. But what we're going to do to get this monopod shot very stable is to basically utilize different points of contact. This is going to come in a few different areas. So to start, of course, if your monopod has any sort of feet, what we're going to do is take one of our own feet and place this on the feet and the base of the monopod. This is going to ensure that the monopod does not move about freely when it's on, say, a level ground, but also so that if you're on any unlevel surface such as grass, dirt, or just some generally unlevel plane, that the monopod does not move around and have a tendency to shift in one direction versus another. Now, once the lower end of our monopod is shored up, we're now going to focus on the upper end, both of our own body and, of course, the monopod. So we're going to utilize a few more points of contact to get a steady and stable shot. In this case, I'm going to place one hand on my main grip of the camera. So this is going to be, yes, now a second point of contact. This will help in doing pans and tilts and just having a steady point of access there to utilize. I'm going to place my other hand around the barrel of the lens. Now this could be useful if I'm trying to do any sort of manual focus, and in fact this is generally a hand pattern both with my hand on the grip and hand on lens that I'll utilize in handheld shooting, which I have a separate video on this channel that you can check out. But needless to say, these 2 points of contact are also incredibly useful in shooting successfully with a monopod. But there is one more thing we want to do to ensure we have an additional point of contact and an even further stable shot. More than likely, if you have something like a fluid head on the top of your monopod, you may have a tilt arm that it comes with. This tilt arm is actually a very useful tool in being able to also steady up your shot. In this case, I'm going to take that tilt arm and place it by driving it into my right shoulder. Basically, this is going to be, yet again, another point of contact that will help when I'm trying to move the monopod into different directions, or again, assist in doing pans and tilts, or just basically get a more stable shot that my hands wouldn't be able to necessarily support. And with all of those different points of contact and techniques combined, we should now have a steady and stable shot that resembles something either like that of a tripod, or even just sort of a smooth and flowing handheld motion. Now, of course, if your monopod head has the ability to lock its pan and or tilt axis, this allows for even a bit further stabilization in terms of getting your shot. If you can lock the base of the monopod at its feet, that is yet another point where you can get some added stabilization. And yes, if your camera does have any form of stabilization built in, this is where you can engage at and get a bit more even there. But even without any of that, as this video hopefully showed, you can still get a solid and stable shot out of a monopod when shooting video or even photo by just utilizing some good, solid points of contact. So that is how to get some solid, steady shots out of your monopod and do so, well, the right way, we might say. Hopefully this video has been of some help to you. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe if it has. For now, that is all I have to say, so thanks for watching.